Hey Foursquare, there's a verse in Proverbs that I love that says, "In his heart a man plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." Little did we know just about a year ago when our denomination asked us if we would like to take a second location, did we have any idea what God would do? And you know, we talked about being unbalanced, this walk of faith that challenges us and stretches our trust in God. And boy, God has done that in the last year as we moved out of our building to build our new building in that location on Middle Street. All the newness that's come from being in the middle school, and then God giving us a second campus. And we had no idea how God was stretching us and what He would do. And now it is so exciting to think that Pastor Dan, along with 30, 40 plus people from our church, will be sent out this fall in September to start a new church. Even while we're in transition, starting another new church here at our location in New Oxford. So Dan, you didn't know God's plans, and really I didn't know God's plans, but then it became obvious that God put a church on your heart. And tell us, what does that church look like?
Yeah, this church, the vision that God has given me, it's going to be a church that's built on faith, hope, and love, out of devotion to God and to one another. So I think we'll be a church that increases our faith. We bring hope to this area, and we live in love, and we're highly devoted to God and to one another in this new family.
Dan, how would you know that your church has had the impact in the community that God has called you to be?
Yeah, I think the impact that we're going to see here is we're going to have people that are in close relationship with each other in what I call a mentoring type role, and people really breathing life and speaking truth into one another, but also thinking globally as far as global missions, international missions, and teams being sent out from here. So those are big impacts for me, but then I also think of things like health and fitness, of things that we can do here to serve our community.
So this church plant is going to do more than just reach New Oxford. What's significant about these areas to you?
Yeah, the church address is New Oxford, but we're going to have a reach into other areas. You know, we're close to Hunterstown, we're close to Biglerville, where I grew up, and I just think there's something about where you grew up, reaching down into that community and finding a way to connect with people, invite them, bring them along into something greater for themselves. And I've just seen this community as my mission field, and I love knowing that God is doing something here, and He's called me to stay and to be part of that work in this place.